Oh, peace, 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 y'all. This is part 5 of interracial couples. I'm basically breaking it down slowly. I mean, I already told you it could be a long term on this one because I don't want to leapfrog. And when I say leapfrog, from A to Z, and that's it. You understand? It's still a morning message. It's the morning message, and I hope y'all got it. You know, if it's a little bit confusing, it's understandable because I've leapfrogged through time. I gave you Cleopatra. I gave you the German versus, the World War II. And the reason why I did that is to give you illustrations to understand it always has been interracials here in this world. I don't care if you don't like it or not. I also give you illustrations how you allow the people of society to put barriers to tell you what you should do and what you should not do. And then I told you from the 200 years from now modern times, subtract 200 years, will give you 1817. From 1817, understand here, you was here in America. Those who was forced, trapped, stolen, took, however you want to put it, put on the ships, came here, you survived, and the first babies that was born here in America. I'm not talking about indigenous people that was already here in America, that had already went through the wars they went through, but I'm talking about the people from Africa who was taken, not come, but brought here. And the first females who had babies, children, here in the soil of the so-called land of America. Interracial? Yes, because of slave masters, all those people that was on those boats, those overseers, raped those women. Not saying they all now. Sometimes we got to be careful with that. Some of the women probably just gave it up easily. Why? Because they don't want to be hurt, whatever the case may be. The journeys was long. Who knows? The female probably had, some kind of relationship on the boat with some of those overseers. See, we always constantly putting all these negative images. Listen here. Point blank is a negative image anyways. You taking people off from their land, stealing, and next you know, you trying to hold them as bed winches and stuff like that. How you know what I'm saying? Those bed winches, they was keeping those men warm. How you know he ain't fall in love with them? Interracial couples. It's different kinds. Before I get on, let's pay all due respect, excuse me. The sun rises. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Amun. Peace, 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 peace. To the gods and the goddesses, kings and queens, brothers and sisters. This is the morning message, interracial couples. When it started, always has been, and why we still hold barriers and cause problems for people. This is what we need to discuss. This is what we're going to discuss. And this, I broke it down in this series. And this is, I believe, the 5th part. And I'm not trying to move fast. I tell you what, until I'm done with this series, interracial couples. They use the word to identify you, human beings who happen to be with each other. You want to be with each other, and especially the couples who's been with each other for 10 years and better. 10 years. 10 years. So, 10 years and better, stating this. We allow people to disgrace the human race. We allow people to disgrace the human race. I said in the other post number 4, show me in the Bible. Clarification that God state, God, the creator, not what man stated. Now, there was a reason why God said, don't mess with certain nations. certain nations were not fit to mix the blood with them. Now here comes another entwined interpretation, if you will. If we all come from the Creator, don't we all have the same blood? This thing can get deep. Interracial couples. We all have two eyes, two noses, well not nose, but two holes in our nose, two ears, two hands, two elbows, two shoulders, two kneecaps, two ankles, 2 feet. We all have these two. Be logic about it. And because through time and his ruthlessness of slavery, through his ruthlessness of economic power, okay? Don't let that slip by you. Politically power. Now here in the United States right now, in modern time, we have a mayor who's a white man. His wife and children are black. You understand? He won. So, interracial couples. Interracial couples. The mayor here in New York City, Blasio, right? The mayor of New York City, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. The mayor here in New York City, Blasio, is married to a black woman and have, I believe, 2 beautiful kids. Interracial couple. On the political form. But this is not new. This is not new. And I know some of you bigot people, oh, look at this. What's going on? Why are you acting like that? See, y'all don't understand about true love of long suffering. You don't. You don't. You don't understand. Because see, some of y'all, you in your own culture, you can't even hold a relationship for 3 years. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's sad that we sit up here and we judge everybody for every little nickel. That's the whole point. This is part 5. You are judging constantly. We're judging constantly pro-black, pro-white, pro-Asian, pro-Latin, pro-this, pro-that. You know, we're so cynical. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Until a tragedy happens, a tragedy to the form that we all have to come together, then no one, you don't even look at each other like that, like this. You stop it. A tragedy that takes over and it messes your mind. It takes you from all the simple-minded bullcrap, literally. It takes you away from all the simple-minded bigotry, ignorance. You tolerate these issues. I don't want to marry somebody short. I don't want to marry somebody fat. I don't want to marry somebody too tall. I don't want to marry somebody too dark. I don't want to marry somebody too light-skinned. I don't want to marry to somebody who's poor. I don't want to marry somebody who's rich. I don't want to marry somebody's religion. I don't want to marry somebody's spirituality. I don't want to marry somebody's for this, for that, for this, for that, for this. And at the end of the day, you have nothing. You know how many single people that's on the planet that walks around here and do all kinds of things just to make themselves happy. And then you back up society, backs up the foolishness that they created. Interracial couples. You sit up in here and we act like we have a problem. Now, I hear some of you. I hear some of your thoughts. You're asking me, am I in an interracial couple? Per se. My wife is Dominican, Puerto Rican. Let me make it clear. I am Chocolate AMUN-RA, for those who know me, a.k.a. Denzel Snotty. My wife is Nubian Cream, a.k.a. Dina Zavalas. She is Dominican, Puerto Rican. Born here in America. Born here in America. She's an American. My background is based on the Virgin Islands St. Croix. Okay? That's where my heritage begins. My father's from St. Croix. I'm from St. Croix. Born. Okay? Now, I was conceived in the island, but I was not born. I was in the womb in the island. We came here in America where I was born. My bloodline, if you will, is from St. Croix. My wife is from Puerto Rico and Dominican. Some of you have seen her in the posts that I put up, pictures and videos. You can call it interracial couple. Because if I can break down the history of Latin, they are black. She happens to speak Spanish language. But if you're born in America, aren't we all Americans? What's the problem? See, my fight, it's not about who's a couple. My fight is about the white supremacist system who helped destroy, through financial gain of the resources of slavery,